Welcome. Come on in the cave. We got a special show tonight. Real special show tonight. Y'all come on in. When you come in, smash the like button and let me know you in. Leave a comment. Wake up. Wake up. Let's wake the fish up. Welcome tonight. Ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you guys have all had a really good day. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Wake the Fish Up podcast. Yes, I am your host, Eldridge Hartley of VLD Fishing, American Certified Outdoorsman, and the Bowler Fishing Tournaments. And today, this show will be absolutely incredible. We have a very special guest joining us tonight. And the man that's about to join us is none other than the aqueduct assassin himself, Mr. XXX Blood. Big Willie Mays will be in the house tonight. So I want you guys to do me something, man. Grab your favorite, grab something to snack on, grab you something to sip on, and just sit back and relax, you guys, because you know what we're about to do. We're about to wake.
It's your boy Jeff, the Slayer, my man Chris. Hook 'em and book 'em. What we about to do, Chris?
Wake the fish up!
Baby!
California certified.
Are you certified?
California certified slayers.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I got one question, homeboy. Are you certified? Are you certified?
California certified slayers.
Wake the fish up, wake the fish up, wake the fish up, wake the fish up.
Welcome, Big Willie. Welcome to Inside the Cave, man. How are you doing?
Excellent. I'm trying to live stream it to everybody too. I saw this link right.
Whoops, he accidentally knocks off. There's no problem. Willie, click right back in. You know, we have these little technical difficulties from time to time. But, man, you guys, tonight we're going to have an incredible show. We got Big Willie in the house.
I'm back.
Wake up.
Excellent. Appreciate you, getting me on the show. And
how's your day been going?
It's been excellent. We've been blessed, and that's the one thing we want to thank JC for getting us here and making us smarter than we ever thought we would be, and making one thing happen and making you believe in it yourself. So that's where the XXX blood comes from, just praying on it. And people ask me how I made it, and it's hard for them to tell, but through prayer is how I came up with the formula.
Hold on, man. You know what? Let me slow this down. That's the realest thing you can ever say. You know what? I started this podcast when I started, man. ELD Fishing, right on this wall. Faith, family, fishing and fun, and then fellowshipping with one another. Man, we got to give credit to him upstairs, man. If it wasn't for him, that grace and that mercy, we're going to move on with the podcast. But thank you. Tonight, Inside the Cave, Big Will, how you doing, man?
Excellent.
If you notice on your intro, I had to throw the aqueduct assassin.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Because I've been seeing you do some serious aqueduct fishing lately, man.
And, it's more people that do it than me. For some reason, I get up there and knock them down. But I learned from a lot of people up here. And that's usually the way I'll take and reinvent the wheel. But I only lived up here about 10 years. And I learned everything from the people up here and seen all the stories that people will tell you about. But it is like a grocery market in that aqueduct. I mean, there's so many fish, and you can just I love drifting, and I love drifting baits, and I didn't believe it would work. And somebody using my bait came in the store and told me how to do it, and with my own bait. And I caught a 10-pounder that day. Very next day I went out, caught another 10-pounder, and I've been drifting ever since. And it's just a fast way to catch fish. Plus, you keep exercising because you're walking, backpack is on, and you kind of keep moving. And you're kind of getting into what the old gentleman told me is the slack water areas where these fish are concentrating and biting.
Hold on, hold the game. Hold the game, because now we getting a little too. Before we go any further, man, listen, I want to let everybody know who I'm talking to. Now, most of them already know this Big Willie Mays from Amazing Fish Bait and Tackle Store, and you guys come. That's in Lancaster. What's the address? What's the address there?
We're right in Lancaster, 45074, 10th Street West. This is where all the amazing stuff happens. We do have other sub locations, different pro staff, other stores that sell at resorts. But Lancaster is where all the hard work is put in. And pretty much every bottle that comes through there or that you have, I probably have touched it or done something to it.
Okay, Lancaster. So we in Lancaster. Listen, let me slow down one thing. I want to start this off right now. Can you share a little bit about, because you said you only been out here 10 years, so you let's slow it down. You share a little bit about your background, how you got started in fishing, and then what's interesting to me also is the entrepreneurship about it. How you got started in the fishing industry.
Oh, right. Yeah, you want to dig into the crates. That's good.
So start how you get the seeds got planted and who introduced you to it and what was it that fascinated you about it?
And I've been fishing all my life. My dad, my mother, everybody fished. I never knew that I was on this journey to get to where I was at because I was always on another journey, but never even saw that this path was being laid out until I looked back at it and said the whole time I was being skilled fishing all over the world and different places I was going, but I had to take the avenue of the military, spend 3-4 years in Germany, fishing the Main River, fishing all different techniques for carp, different trouts, different areas, small, light gear, whales, catfish, and learning a whole different language. And then
so the military, you got to travel a lot and fish a lot of different ways.
Right. And I ended up being in a nuclear battalion. So for some reason, I could only go overseas and then go back to Oklahoma. And like I said, I went back to Oklahoma, and that's where I used to watch Jimmy Houston, Roland Martin, and they were right there where I was at. And I was good at catching those bass. But I would see some, and they would be really big, and I couldn't get them, and they would be on the beds. And I started I was a history major, so I was investigating on how these bass live, on how they see, how they smell. I got so wrapped up into it. I knew everything about this fish. And so I could catch big ones. So I won Angler of the Year 3 or 4 times. I fished all over Arkansas, White River, everywhere. 10 killer, Texoma, Texoma. That's a good lake. But
okay, hey, listen. We have some people that's inside the cave, some for the first time right now. We're going to acknowledge them. Let's go through these names right now. We got my man Harold Cameron in the house, in the cave. We want to say hi to Julian.
Okay, that's my boy Julian. What's going on, Julian DVO? They killing those fish up there with the XXX. All right, Julian, appreciate it. He stayed up late.
My brother. Welcome to the cave, my brother. We got Chef Shalimar Lane in the house.
Okay. If you guys got questions, please shoot them out. You can holler at me. We're going to have some free stuff for us to do. And definitely you got to check out this gentleman's show. And please log on. So good for you guys coming in. Thank you so much.
DeMarvin's in the house. What's up, DeMarvin Bracken? What's cracking? Okay, we got Ron Becky.
Ron Beck.
Man, we got the cave dwellers in the house, man. Everybody in tonight, welcome. We are all dwelling inside the cave. Marvin Hard's in here. And we got my man Matt Ketchum in the house. Saying, what's up, Big Willie?
Matt Ketchum, I see you, boy. All right. Me and Matt Ketchum go way back. Matt Ketchum know about that.
Big time catching, big catfishing right there.
Ketchum know about that XXX. Okay, I seen some people from SoCal Catfish checking in. See, sometimes you don't ever know who's watching, and there's people watching all over the world. And I really appreciate the people that take the time to watch.
We definitely like to welcome everybody inside the cave tonight to the Wake the Fish Up podcast. My special guest, Mr. XXX Blood, the aqueduct assassin. I don't care. Hey, I've seen him, big sheephead, big lean cod. And let's talk about the product, because let's talk about the blood.
Excellent. We make the world's strongest fish attractant. A lot of times I say I prayed on it. Me and JC, through the blessings of God, come up with these different ideas to make fishing better. The reason that I did make it for everybody is I was fishing in the military. I had no money, and I was winning bass tournaments like crazy. But every once in a while, I was so frustrated that the bass would not bite. And I couldn't get them off the bed, and I could find big fish. So I started inventing a formula. It took me 15 years to create it. And a lot of people see the big cats, but I met Keith Roddy, president of SoCal Catfish. If some of you SoCal guys, Matt Ketchum knows him, back in the day at Cass Steak. I didn't know who he was. I was doing guided striper trips. He saw my jersey, and he said, "Hey, aren't you the guy that does the stuff with the blood?" And I threw him a bottle. I said, "Hey, just take it and post me some pictures of it if you catch some big fish." So the next thing I know, this guy invites me to their group, to the King Cat and Cabela's qualifying tournament on the Colorado River. We qualified for that, and we've been smoking big catfish ever since. I mean, he was a stink bait master. I mean, he talks stink bait like the Old Testament, and he can show you how to use it, and we want money with it. So big ups to all those people from SoCal. But the best thing about our bait, it eliminates any bait and it works on any kind of fish.
And listen, the baits, there's a lot of baits out there, but your bait has been catching monster fish everywhere. And I want to pull up a picture right here. Is this a product of your bait?
Yes, this is Sitka July this year. This is a 325-pound halibut. Big Blue Charters is where I fish. If you want to fish Alaska, we'll be fishing there with Mike Keenan and Big Blue Charters. All they do is slay. They fish on anchor, so this fish had to come in. It was on a scented plastic lure. I won't give up Mike's recipe the way that he does it, but he will put you on big fish with the XXX, and he has repeatedly told me that it increases the fish that he's caught. He's drawn more big fish to the boat, and he loves the bait where he makes sure that I'm up there every year to fish and have a good time. So we really want to give a shout out to Mike and Karen Keenan of Big Blue Charters of Alaska. And they catch really big fish up there, and they love using the XXX Blood Fish Attractant.
Okay. So right now we are talking to Willie Mays, the businessman, the fisherman, the angler, the father, the grandfather, the husband. How do you balance? How do you get a personal balance between the business side of it, the family side of it, and then just taking time to yourself just to get it in fishing and do what you love to do?
And you think about it, you never know how, you know, some of these people that are so deep into these different games and stuff get into it. But I'm fishing, you know, every day, twice a day. If I can't make it out, I'm making different arrangements where we have family days and quality time where I will incorporate fishing trips with the grandkids, with the wife. My wife's at fishing tournaments now, and she's winning. So I'll have people all over the world, and we'll do trips. We have an Alaska trip. We have a Mexico trip. And I think this year we incorporated Hawaii. So we will keep the family pumped up and going out there. But, you know, shoot, I need 2 or 3 hours of sleep. And then I'm up at 4 up at the aqueduct. And I'm jonesing for that bite. Yeah, I can't sleep waiting or thinking of something else to do. And the one thing I say, you know, I just been blessed. I don't even just with so many ideas. Like I cannot sleep until I either write them down, figure them out, start making the product of anything. And it's just all a blessing. And I thank everybody that even uses the product, because you see everything, but you never see the inventor. And all it does is take down big fish.
Listen, big fish, Big Willie. I'm about to play a clip. This was the first time I met you. I'd actually met you. I'd heard about your base before. I'd heard about the store before. Like I said, man, I've heard some legendary things that went down. So I met you this day, and man, you and your wife were just amazing to me. And I think you did a commercial or something for me, man. And I'm just see if you remember.
I'm Big Willie, Amazing Fishing.
I'm out here with Big Willie from Amazing Fishing.
Big Willie here, how you wake the fish up? It's the world's strongest fish attractant. I got a question. What are you guys doing to catch them big fish? Now, for me to catch more, I want to catch them every time. Come see Big Willie, world's strongest fish attractant, right here.
Hey, you gotta stop loading now and move your cars. It's like loading and unloading.
Yes. Was that the PCH or the Fred Hall? The Board Hall?
That was PCH, I think.
PCH.
That was PCH.
Yes.
Yeah, we had that corner booth right there. That was PCH.
Yeah, man, you gave me, man, you hooked me up that day. You hooked me up with some baits, man. You did the shot, gave a shout out to the Wake the Fish Up podcast. Man, I'm just glad that you are here inside the cave right now.
No, we're glad that
we're going to move on to some more questions. So hopefully you guys ask your questions. Type a question in for Willie. Type a question in with Willie right now. We're going to answer that in a minute. We're going to take a quick break. We want to thank you guys for rocking with us, rocking with Amazing Fishing Tackle, rocking with ELD Fishing, and rocking with the Wake the Fish Up podcast. You know, like my man, Matt and Dre.
Excellent. I have it on the
we got Watts in the house,
Compton in the house, and we rocking with ELD Fishing.
Yeah.
He rocking with ELD Fishing. You know. One more thing.
I'm loading.
Check 1, check 2, check 3. We're having a good time with ELD Fishing. We're having a good time with ELD Fishing. We're having a good time with ELD Fishing. Check 1, check 2, check 3. ELD Fishing. Check 1, check 2, check 3. We're having a good time with ELD here. We're having a good time with ELD. 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 We're having a good time with ELD.
I'm having a time with Big Willie. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm just getting I'm slow on the internet, so I didn't have the connection right now. I can see all the people talking. I can see you, D. I can see Richard T. Hey, what's going on, Shirley? It's a billion people on here, man. I appreciate y'all. This is what makes
gotta give a shout out to Richard T. Davis, the Wet Daddies.
Wet Daddy.
Man, that's a cold fishing club right there. The Wet Daddies.
Wet Daddies. It's people like that actually make this happen. I go out and catch fish, but I got to get people out there that actually catch fish and support us like this, and they do catch a lot of fish. So appreciate all you guys out there.
Okay, so Shirley Hardy says she wants some of that pay. We got Nevada in the house. You know, this is a nationwide podcast. We have people on from every state. This is a fellow cave dweller, certified slayer, Ron from Las Vegas, saying what's up to you, Big Willie.
What's going on, Ron? We got people up in Vegas. It's the ELD show, so we can do 20% off. If you guys are trying to get the XXX Blood, you can call our hotline, and we'll definitely throw something to the show too, so they can do a raffle and donate money to whatever organization or the next thing, or just buying information and tape and what this man has to do to make these things happen. But Julian's got the bait out there in the desert. I just typed in the webpage, so amazingfishing.shop, Amazing Fishing Club, or amazingfishing.net. And like you see here, it's no Z spelled with the Y, and we'll show you why.
Amazing. Hey, so Julian said live bait or stink bait. What's your thoughts?
Now it just depends, Julian, on what I'm doing. If it's flatheads or something like that, I'm definitely going live bait. But I will put the XXX Blood onto the live bait, because sometimes that bluegill will get back in that corner and he wants to hide and play hide and go seek or get under something. That XXX Blood has some Asian in there that'll make that bluegill kind of shake, because he wants to get that off of his scales. So you'll get that vibration that flathead is looking at. They got poor eyesight, but if that bluegill is moving and shaking, he'll come in that bush and get him. But if it's just
you got Anthony Tanner. What's up? Saying what's up, Big Will? What's up, Tanner?
What's going on, Tanner? That's my boy. What's going on, Anth? I see you, dog. That's old Blue. What's going on, Blue? I didn't know what's happening with you, man. I hope you're feeling good, man. We got all kind of people on here. Matt Ketchum.
Welcome to the cave.
Greg, what's going on?
Greg the mailman.
Man, I appreciate you guys. If you do need to pick up an order, like I said,
we are not done yet. I have to ask you a few questions. Listen, I know you're a multi-species fisherman. Saltwater, freshwater, it don't matter. What I want to know is your opinion on what are your favorite or the best freshwater lakes to fish down in California, period. Maybe your first three, but I kind of want to know your SoCal area.
And shoot, off the tip of my head, and I haven't fished every lake, but I love San Antonio and I love Lake Lopez, just for the quality of big fish they catch. They're a little bit further up north, but if I got to pick a couple of them where you're gonna get the most variety, is Lopez, San Antonio, and then Castaic and Pyramid are real good because I live here and I fish them a lot. But sometimes you're not getting every species like you would at San Antonio. You would get striper, red ear, bluegill, the big catfish. Lopez is just known for people getting 300 bluegill when there was no limit on it back in the days. Huge red ear, just loads of crappie up at Lopez. So we love going up there and just having a red ear fillet. But you can't put down the Colorado River. Now it's so many backwaters and areas on that Colorado River. That has to be the third, because it's so vast and so many different elements of fish, and you got everything there: striper, bluegill, flathead, catfish, tilapia, just everything on that Colorado River.
Okay. We have another question right here. It said, do you use egg weights for letting it roll under structure?
No. If it's something serious, Julian, I'm using no rolls. When I get up to Julian's area, he's up they're up in Palm Springs, and they're fishing those canals back in Brawley and Salton Sea area. Up there, I'm using 8 and 10 ounce no rolls. I want to put that bluegill down because I'm using bait that could be a pound or 2 pounds. Big red ear. If you've seen the big 64 pounder that me and Keith Roddy caught on the Colorado River, it was with a red ear that was about 1.5 pounds on a 10-odd hook, 4:30 in the morning, and it smoked the reels. So once we get on that serious water, it'll be no rolls, or we'll use slider rigs. And you guys know that adapter, if you're fishing braid, you want to put that adapter on there and use a slider rig. But I really don't want that weight to move. And people always ask me that for the aqueduct, and it's just a different situation. It's a different situation. But in Julian's area, I'm gonna put a no roll on there and shut him down.
Because one thing I noticed when I talked to you earlier, and about your aqueduct fishing, because I know that it's different aspects different methods that you have to use because of the current, like you do in oceans or like you do in rivers a lot. What are the differences that you can point out to some of the people out here from fishing the aqueduct to fishing the river to fishing maybe San Antonio or Lake Lopez?
And the main difference is there's no structure. So there's no visible structure, and there's not too much debris. There's not too much moss unless it's the summertime. So a lot of people mistake it for the LA wash, and they think it's just water going through the regular canals, but it is actually the drinking water. It runs from Sacramento Delta all the way down to Lake Paris, California. And even when I got here, it took me a while to understand it. I thought I couldn't fish. But you have to understand where these fish are, and there's hardly any shade on the aqueduct except the bridges. So they will stack up on bridges. The curves are where these fish will build up debris piles, slack water areas. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't look right. But once you start doing the techniques that we show you, everyone catches fish.
Okay. That's cool. That's what I'm talking about. So you get a lot of people that come into your shop. Do you get a lot? If they're first timers, I'm sure you break it down and give them the knowledge that they're looking for. That you do some things to put people on the fish. What are some of the basic questions that you get on a daily? People coming in, what are they seeking? What advice are they seeking, and what do you give them in return to make them a better angler?
And the main thing people are seeking, because they can buy stuff anywhere, is a little bit of knowledge. So they are not wishing, they're actually fishing. So we need to ask them, what are you going after? Not just, I just want to get anything I can get. I mean, that does work, but certain times a year we could make you target a certain species and then have the knowledge of how to catch that species, what that species eats, and where to look for them. And now that person's on a mission. Instead of just wishing, now this person's going fishing. They know where they're going. They know why they're at that lake. They know who they're looking for, and they got the bait to go with them. And they got a little courage from us, knowledge. We'll bring them on the big screen, show them a map of where they're going. Anywhere in the world, I can pull that up and look right at them and show them, different areas, why this area is good, brush, rock, structure, or if they just stock this area, we can go there and fish, a good area that's been loaded up with fish. But I always tell people, are you wishing or are you fishing? And
are you wishing or are you fishing?
That's it right
there. Man, don't be wishing, be fishing.
That's
Ron Pratt. Welcome to the cave. Ladies, gentlemen, fishermen, and all anglers, I invite you this week to a very special live episode of the Wake the Fish Up podcast. I have a very special guest, none other than the fishing legend himself, Big Willie Mays from Amazing Fishing Tackle. That's right, Mr. XXX Blood himself will be live right here in the cave. See you Monday. Holla at your boy. Ha ha, yeah.
Wake the fish up, wake the fish up, wake the fish up, wake the fish up.
Now. And he is now, we doing it Big Willie style, y'all. Big Willie style tonight. Man, wake the fish up. Man, I want to thank everybody else, everybody again for coming in the cave. Man, it's not over yet. But we definitely like your questions. Ask some more questions. We like your comments. Everybody, smash the like button. Make sure you smash the like button and share it out. And enjoy your adventure tonight in the cave while we pluck the wisdom, some more wisdom from Big Willie right here in the house. So, Willie, question: if you had a chance to go fishing, wide open bite for 30 minutes, the bite's wide open. You're the freshwater lake. What species do you want to be after? Bass, crappie, catfish, bluegills. Your pick.
That's a hard question right there, man. The first thing came to my mind is striper and flathead, and I'll take either one of them. I'm gonna go with flatheads because the bite is just too mysterious, and everybody can't get them. And even hooking them does not mean that you have them. And some of the adventures I've been with my buddy Blue and SoCal Catfishing. I don't know if Cisco Matt Ketchum was on there. They've been in some of them backwaters and mosquitoes and balance everything that you have to do to catch this fish instead of just showing up. You know, you got to go get the live bait. You got to keep it alive. You got to get in the spot and hunt this thing down, and then you better be ready when he hits. Because I mean, I missed so many that I've been on, and it's an experience once it happens, and you put all that effort into it. So yeah, I would have to say hunting flatheads on the river is my favorite.
Okay, another question. You have 1 hour wide open bite, and you in the salt, you in an ocean. What fish would you like to have a wide open bite with, but you only got an hour?
I'm gonna stay with the Dorado.
Thank you, man.
They jump.
You just
yeah.
Why? Tell me why, and I'm gonna tell you why I would choose Dorado.
I like them because they jump. All the colors. They're in packs. The fish tastes so good, and it's not the hardest fish to fight. Now I've been in there with, marlin and stuff like that, and I'm on that fish to muscle failure, and I can catch 9 or 10 Dorado.
and get 10 of them in an hour.
Yeah, keep on.
Not even be tired and have
keep working with them.
Wonderful time.
Yeah, the Dorado.
I ain't trying to touch a bluefin. That might take the whole hour. Okay. Oh. Hey, with the Dorado are like the perfect fish.
Perfect fish.
You catch a bull there. Oh man.
Yeah, perfect fish. You can fight them. That big one I caught in Mexico was 55 pounds. That one was a little tough fight, but I mean I had caught a couple of them, so it wasn't like the marlin or nothing like that. And all the jumping they tire out, and then you can put them right in the boat. Fighting those fish in the river, mosquito.
Another I ran that question by my father earlier about the freshwater fish. Let me think. I said, all right, you have to pick one right now. You got to listen to some music for an hour. Michael Jackson and Prince.
Woo, man, little Michael. Let me see now.
You guys in the comments, who would you pick, Michael Jackson or Prince? Man, you got to listen to him for an hour. Let me see you in the comments.
I want to pick Little Michael, but I got Purple Rain downstairs under my garage, my motorcycle, the same one that he took to I think it was Lake Minnetonka. So I'm gonna be riding Prince. I'm gonna be riding straight Prince, Purple Rain.
Hey, man, you can't go wrong with them answers, man. Two legends in the game.
Yeah. I got purple motorcycle right downstairs, man, from Prince, Purple Rain. It's downstairs right now. So My captain said Prince. Oh yeah, they dug in the crates. Okay. What's going on, Jones? He said Prince too. Yeah. Hands down, Prince Julian. All right.
Okay. All right. Let's see, Prince.
Yeah, they're old school. They know about old Prince. You don't mess around.
All right, listen, I had another question. I was running this by my father when I got off work, stopped by my mom and dad. And this question I was going to ask, I said, all right, I'm going to ask him, Beyonce or who, right? I said, my father said, who? And then I said, you know what? I bet now. I said, everybody married ain't gonna do that. And then my father said, but who? I said, Rihanna. My father's like, I said, Dad, that's why I ain't asking that question. My mom sitting on the couch, pops like, hey, we don't leave them alone though. But all those are legendary. If I
Yes,
believe
it's Christmas time, you don't mess up the holidays. Yeah, I got my queen downstairs, so
yes.
we're on top of the tree in the holidays.
Well, listen, I'm working on something too for couples, and I'll be hollering at you pretty soon on that. So let your wife know. I know she got that tournament experience, but we are looking to do something around February, man, towards couples, man, that we can get a little fishing thing going on. But it's in the works. But I will
Yeah,
definitely let you know.
with the ladies out there and let them do a little fishing. That would definitely be nice.
We got some Michael Jacksons in popped up.
Oh, did somebody have Michael Jackson?
Oh yeah.
He's got his queen. Okay, yeah, a couple Michael Jacksons in there.
What's up, Jeff the Slayer in the house? Man, let me say what's up. Let me take a second, man, to say what's up to some people, man. Completely fishing. You were talking earlier when you were in Oklahoma, how you was watching Bill dance and different people. Well, out here, man, inside the cave, we got the Black Bill dance from Completely Fishing Crew. I want to say what's up to the crew, Get the Net crew, SoCal Fish Whispers, man, just everybody, watch anglers, Hub City Anglers. Man, it's a lot of fish, man. We doing big things out here, and we coming together in 2024. You guys are gonna be off the hook. I'm gonna be connecting with Willie Mays. We're gonna be connecting with a lot of people and making some of these ideas manifest into a great 2024. Tell us some of the events that you have coming up. Some of the charity things, like how you are involved with the derbies and getting poles in the hands of kids and things like that you guys are doing out there.
Okay, and I will type this in. Somebody's a crazy ball or something like that, or needs to donate to a great nonprofit. We do run Amazing Fishing Club, and it helps veterans with PTSD. We're looking for problem solving with kids, youth, veterans, elderly. Sometimes we're so far away. We're part of LA County, but we'll get missed way back up here in Lancaster. So we try to focus on some of the people that are right here in Lancaster, especially if they come in contact with our store. If you see where our store is located, is a strip mall, but above our store are senior living apartments. And we have seniors that come out that want to fish, that don't have transportation. We do run donations to get them out there. We take one out on every trip, and we get people out fishing. Also, people donate equipment there. If you come in there and people are short on money or the kids need something, we will make sure you can get out there and fish with some of the equipment that we have in the back. And myself and there's another gentleman will help put some of this stuff back together and get it ready to fish. We run a pro staff that was Stony Stone with the sturgeon and up north. So we have a lot of love for all these guys. And we just want to catch fish and get other people to catch them. That's our main goal right there. See, Julian, big sturgeon, a lot of big sturgeon. Definitely keep you in the prayers. Okay. Yep. Hate to hear that someone had lost their mom, but definitely keep that in the prayers. Yeah, I know.
My condolences.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that
coming. Thanks for turning in, Ron.
Keep Triple OG in our prayers. He lost his mother. Triple OG. Okay, from Ron. Yeah, we definitely everybody do that. Seeing one up. I want to say what's up to we got fishing in the neighborhood, definitely in the house. Man, catch them. We had Desert Valley Outdoors in the house. I want to say welcome to everybody that came into the cave tonight. Big Willie is doing big things, man, and he's finally graced his presence, graced the cave with his presence.
No, I appreciate it.
And I can't wait to, man, we get out there and we do some I want to get on that aqueduct with you. I want to shoot a nice little YouTube video for ELD TV Adventures and get out there and do some slaying.
Definitely. Anytime you're ready, we'll get up there and go after them. It's always a good bite. It's wintertime. It's a slower bite, but I'm still out there when it's 26 degrees, walking the aqueduct, chasing those fish down. So they have to eat every day. I tell people, I said, it would just be like you missing a meal. You'd be just hungrier the next day. And one of them days you're going to find me walking the aqueduct with that chicken liver.
Hey, we got a question for you right here, man. Have you ever fished Lake Mead?
I fished Mead. A bunch of my cousins have fished Mead. I was just there for striper and umbrella rig. Just was annihilating them. I don't have any here, but I have in the store. We were running 24-inch umbrella rigs, all with white curly tails, and Lake Mead's really good. Also, I fished Willow Beach because I stay in contact with another legendary gentleman named Alan Cole, who makes the AC Blood. And I went all the way up there just so I can get those handcrafted plugs. He used to be here right in Lancaster, but it should be filled up now. They had that huge drought, and it was a little weird then, but I have a cousin that lives up there, and he fishes it all the time. So it's some good fishing up there.
Okay.
It's all kind of people online. I appreciate you guys.
And yeah, Triple OG lost his mom. So there's again, somebody just asked, man, let's put that in our prayers. And man, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, man. I want not only this show, but I want fishing to, at least for me, man, it's like an outlet, man. We have to deal with so many things in life and deal with life on life's terms, whether it's death in our family, whether it's sickness, whether it's bills, whether it's issues with the family member or whatever, man. Sometimes it's just a blessing to have fishing where you can just disconnect for a while. And sometimes you got to disconnect to recharge and come back. I haven't been out on the water lately, but when was your last fishing trip?
Last fishing trip, and some of these are not trips. Sometimes I'm just out there on patrol. I was just at the aqueduct, just patrolling the aqueduct, making sure no fish get under the wire. A good trip we had was up at Pyramid, and I took a young lady, and her main thing was that people were laughing at her because she had been on so many trips and never caught any fish. So point that we were going up there to catch some fish, and she caught some fish. She took a picture for her sister so she could show it to her sister, and she didn't even want no fish. She just wanted a picture of that fish just so she could show everybody that she got one. Yeah, and we have a lot of people that come in that have not caught fish. They'll tell me that they've been living here for 40 years and haven't caught anything in the aqueduct. And hands down, the drifting technique works really, really well. And sometimes it has to be shown to you, because I've had just people in my family, personal people, call me and be like, "Hey, Cousin Will, all the videos, everything is great. We need to see from when you start tying the hook on, putting the bait on, what you looking at, exactly how much line you putting out, so we can do the same thing." And one of my cousins this year came up on one of the free fishing with Big Willie. These things are on the aqueduct, and we meet different locations on the aqueduct. Everybody's welcome. I have a barbecue, and we sit out there and we try to get them. Sometimes everybody is following my rig, so they'll see my rig, and everybody started putting the weight at the bottom, hook on there. Everybody was getting bit, but we weren't catching nothing. And some people wanted to leave because they wanted to try another spot before the sun came up. But I had confidence in this spot. And I told my cousin, just hold on. If they want to leave, let them leave. And then I told him, get a small pole and let's go up here and try something different with the drifter. And then once I showed it to him, he said, I've been doing it wrong. I've been up here and my bait keeps stopping. I said, yeah, if you want to fish that part of the curve, you have to fish it from the top of the straightaway and not here at the curve. Otherwise, it'll stop. And
you drifting from the bank. You drifting on the bank.
We're fishing from the bank. I said, now we want to fish the backside of the curve where the fish is going to be ambushing as this stuff comes around the corner. He let his line out and he was getting ready to stop it. And I said, no, let the line keep going. I said, let it almost all your line off your reel. Close it over, slow down. He took 10 steps, hooked his first 3-pound striper. We went up and did it again, and he hooked a 7-pound striper. And then he's like, oh, I got it now. Because he wanted to teach his nephew that I don't really know his nephew, and I don't see him, but he's in contact with him, and the fishing just goes on. But they want to be successful. So he wants to know everything to tell the little guy to keep spreading that fishing on. And just like your program with all these people, it continuously spreads the fishing. And, I'm not on no shows on Saturday, but I'm on this show right now.
And listen, and we're glad to have you here. We are going to take a quick break, and when we get back, before you leave, we got to play a game with you. And the name of the game is called What Was Really Poppin', Man. We will be right back. Hey, Willie, thank you again for when I did do the tournament, man. You were one of the people that was right there saying you look out, you support and help out with it, man. And I appreciate it. It was a success, and this is a clip from it. The Battle of Los Angeles Fishing Tournament, the Bowler 2024, you guys. I will be sending out some information soon. When you get
all the time. Miss Shirley is the champion. No, it is here. She's the queen. All down to the queen. She did that. We stepped out here on a even playing field. We gave it our best. And that's fishing what we know. Some days you do win, and some days you don't. That's right. Today, she was a better fisherman. She showed up. She showed out. She performed. She put her money where her mouth was. And she is now the queen of the Battle of LA. This is the first time I've seen you, my first winner. I will forever remember you on this. And you're definitely coming back next year. Next year, you got free admission. You have been the Battle of the World with you, okay? Yeah.
That was Miss Shirley Clemens, man. She killed it. She's a leg legend. And I'm going to have her on here pretty soon, man. Just tell her story. She's been fishing leg generationally. Her grandmother fished with her there.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I had never heard of that lake until you had told me about it. And I was like,
oh, man. It's a nice, man. You could go catch a lot of different species.
Yeah,
nice lake.
I did the history on it, and I was like, oh, man, it's been there for a while. I thought it was something that had been put there, but I was like, oh, I said, it's loaded with catfish. I said, it's untouched.
Man, they got places all around the Whittier Narrows, these rivers that run into it. But can you get to them? It is the question. It's the question. So before we go, man, listen, I have a little game I want to play with you. It's called What Was Really Poppin'. We're going to kick this off.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. So describe the backstory to these pictures. In other words, we want to know what was really poppin', man. What was really poppin'? What was really poppin'? What was really poppin'? What was really poppin', man? 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 What was really poppin', man?
Big Willie.
Yes, sir.
What was really popping, man?
Ooh, that's Mexico. That's the first time we've been. My wife are on the East Cape. This is the Dan Hernandez tournament, and we take first place. That's a 55-pound Dorado. We ended up capping it off with a couple other big fish, but that was my biggest Dorado personal best of a lifetime.
And that's the bull.
Cape. That's a big bull on the East Cape. And that felt like crazy. We were probably out there trolling for 7 hours. On our 8th hour, we were coming back to the hotel with no fish and praying that something would happen. And we caught a 20-pounder right before this, and then we caught that 55-pounder, and they hadn't had one that big in over 3 or 4 weeks, and people were just going crazy over that bull. That's a monster.
Did you use the blood?
Yep, we're using the blood, the blue diamond. A lot of times when you get to Mexico, the leaders weren't right. You could see the rust on the leader. They were frayed. So the first thing I did was take that blue diamond paste and start putting it up through those leaders and put out while we were trolling. And we ended up catching the biggest fish. And we have a history of doing this. And we're known for catching big fish. And by the end of that tournament, we had caught a 200-pound blue marlin also to top it off.
Okay, so your bait's catching marlin. We see it's catching halibut. It's catching Dorado. It's catching catfish. Man, it's even catching lobsters.
Yeah, any kind of fish station, it does not make a difference. XXX Blood is a unicorn, or the answer is what we call it. It will work on any fish. Produce a 25-foot oil slick. We call it the circle of death. Pulsate 9 iridescent colors, impregnate metal or plastic in a few seconds. A lot of people always want to know what it's made out of. I'll tell you right now, like I tell everybody at the show, we make it out of food additives. These are patented items that I can easily access and find out exactly what's happening, and then do a chemical analysis and break these things down to favor what I need. So there's a lot of things that go into our bait and the process of us making them and even putting them in our special containers. There's a process before any container is even 1 drop of our fish attractant is in there. We have a eliminator to eliminate any taste, smell from any type of plastic that has to be put into every container that our bait goes out in. And this
I'll be serious. When you talk about your fish attractant, you talk about it with the sincere, deep knowledge that you fully believe in what you're saying. I mean, and since the day I met you, I read that about you, and I have caught some fish on the XXX Blood. But to be honest, sometimes when I'm hitting on it with the fellas, I don't even let them see what it is. Because we compete down here. We compete. I run with a bunch of fishing assassins out here. You know what I'm saying? These LA fishing crews, man. We want to know who caught the most, who caught the biggest, and also who didn't catch nothing. Yeah, and that's who you don't never want to be that person.
Definitely. Yeah, I have to ask some people sometimes. They tell me, "Oh yeah, I they tell me on the side."
Oh yeah. Listen, hey, I want to thank you for coming on here. I definitely want you to come back. I'm looking forward to doing a YouTube video with you down at that aqueduct or Leg Lake when you want to come out here, man. We need to hook up, do some fishing, man, because there's a lot of definitely enjoy talking to you, and there's a lot of more knowledge I need to pick for you, man. I'm trying to be a sponge. I'm trying to be a sponge. I got all y'all OGs in the game. Man, this is $144 billion a year business, the fishing industry. So when I see you guys in here making your moves, man, it's much respect, and you inspire me that, that a black man can make moves in this industry. And you out there doing it, you're doing it honorably, and you're doing it well. And I want to thank you again, man. Welcome to the cave. And last but not least, it wouldn't be official if I didn't hit Big Willie.
Certified. Wake up! Your certification has been confirmed. You are a certified slayer.
Definitely, Big Will. That's your baptism into the California Certified Slayer family.
Excellent,
We doing it,
sir.
man.
Excellent. Some people were asking how to get the discount. And you guys can call our, we had a 24-hour bait hotline. I think I just put it up there. And that's the 661-949-6100. And we'll definitely get you 20% off, send you some of our free XXX blood hooks and a bunch of cool stickers and all that, just for you guys tuning in, watching, and supporting us. And we appreciate it. We appreciate it. Shoot, we just we got one employee and me, and we make it happen. And tell people, if you're buying something, ask to meet the inventor. Yeah, if you got propaganda braid, it's all on the news and everything like that. You know, you never know what you're getting. But
you guys just heard it inside the cave live on the Wake the Fish Up podcast. Big Willie Mays, amazing fish, bait, and tackle. Holla at your boy, man. His family is certified, and we mess with those who mess with us. His family. We out, Will.
All right, we out. See, people got to go to sleep. All right, y'all take it easy.